and further on we go. Yah, hey, yah, hey, yah, oh, may, yah, yah, oh, hey, yah, hey, oh, he, may, yah, yah, oh, he, may, yah, yah, oh, he, may, yah, oh, may, oh, hey, half time of the journal's coming up. Already on the 4th. Pretty decent, pretty good. I like it as a practice. Yeah, oh, yeah, helping my clients. Yeah, oh, hey, with these interventions. Yeah, hey, may, yeah, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, hey, may, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, hey, may, yeah, yeah, oh, may, taking care of my stuff, and building a nice ass. Yeah, oh, hey, hey, yeah, hey, may, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, may, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, may, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, may, yeah, hey, may, yeah, hey, yeah, oh. We are going up to the farm tomorrow. Ja, das ist das Beste, was wir hier passieren könnte. Ja, oh, hey, ja, 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 hey, ja, oh, me, ja, ja, hey, hey, ja, ja, hey, ja, oh, ja. We are getting rid of one of the places and consolidating my work. Ja, oh, ja, hey, ja, ja, hey, ja, hey. Es ist so leicht, es ist so easy. Ja, lass uns posten, mein starker Bruder, ja, wey. Shiny object syndrome. It is. Hey, yeah, oh, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, hey, yeah, hey. All of the permissions are cleaned up, all of the password details, Yahweh, home until the 6th, that means tomorrow we are going to make the purchase, until Monday, home, hey, and going through make, home, hey, home, the automations that I am paying for, the operations that I am paying for. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, home. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, home. Let's keep growing, Yahweh. March 28th. I immediately perceive my client's top 2 human needs. I immediately perceive my client's deepest wounds. From these deepest wounds come real-life thought, feeling, and behavior patterns. These real-life thought, feeling, and behavior patterns are utilized to paint scenarios in the Alex Hormozi style of pain and pleasure, which are leverage. They serve to give my client I immediately perceive my client's needs, deepest wounds, what I like and respect about him, and his meta programs. Then I listen for whether the intervention will be about need structure, blueprint, emotional home, triad, dynamics, behaviors, habits, basics, energy, imbalances. Inner conflicts have to do with blueprint, dynamics and behaviors, actions, real life circumstances, basics, energy imbalances. I am pulling out all of the Tony Robbins techniques. Identity dash leverage dash disassociating. The pattern from the identity. Positive reinforcement dash qualities, characteristics, standards of my client. Positive reinforcement, qualities, characteristics, standards of the person that is the vehicle of meeting his top 2 human needs. Negative reinforcement with unwanted characteristics, qualities of the person he does not want to be like. Mirror laws for dynamics. I am able to tell the qualities he disowned or made wrong based on what he likes in others. I am able to tell the qualities that he wishes to have by the qualities that he hates in others. Recurring life events are also part of mirror laws, because they mirror an outside reality, so we get to look at on the inside. An inner reality. I am utilizing the generational patterns for understanding and helping see how this pattern is not you, but it is a reaction to a pattern that your parents had. From that I get a way to heal this pattern by re-evaluating the childhood decision as well as delineating the pattern from the identity. I am always bringing it back whenever appropriate to life's guidance and life's sacred medicine, that it serves a healing. This is also a dynamic. I am utilizing intent and consequence as part of my standard techniques. Mythical figures and archetypal motivators and motivations. Yes, I am doing interventions just like Anthony Robbins, I immediately perceive my client's top 2 human needs. Because from those come leverage, and I infer what pattern is getting in the way of meeting them. I immediately perceive my client's deepest wound and the associated thought, feeling, and behavior patterns that come with it. Parentification, violence perceived, violence received, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, criticism, unrealistic parental expectations, abandonment, control, lack of guidance and firm direction, emotional unpredictability, unmet love and affection, arguments between parents, alcoholism. From each of those wounds come certain likely thought, feeling and behavior patterns, because they are where situations, significant emotional events that we linked pain and pleasure to, out of this hardware of associations we derived our software, which are our beliefs, values and rules of what needs to be done to avoid this pain and gain this pleasure. Tony Robbins techniques, delineating the pattern from the identity, reinforcing the wanted behavior, reinforcing the unwanted behavior, leverage global solution what he values even more than his pain, hypnotic inductions, ambiguity techniques, reinforcing with character traits, finding resources and employing them in another area where they are needed. First person, third person. Tony Robbins techniques, reinforcing the new identity, disassociating the pattern from the identity, leverage, hypnotic inductions, first person, third person, wounds people have, guilt, overprotected, overburdened, treated like fools, sexually abused, verbally abused, physically abused, violence between parents, something had to be kept secret, unmet love and affection, parentification, smothering, violence between parents, alcoholism and substance abuse, emotional unavailability, emotional unpredictability, avoidance of problems, emotional suppression. Tony Robbins techniques are delineating and breaking the association between identity and the pattern, then working on the pattern. Believe, I was scared to death, this is the way it is supposed to be with parents. Intent. Was it your father's intent to scare you? Redefine. Were you scared or were you really fearful? And was there an element of resentment also? Context, content, reframing, pre-framing, deframing. Was it supposed to be this way, or did you just not know any other way? Consequence. What consequence does this belief have to your relationship with your own children? What consequence does this belief have to your relationship with your own children? Chunking up. Are you always supposed to be in fear of authority figures? Chunking down. Were you afraid every single time he beat you or just in specific circumstances? Analogy. Getting beaten is kind of like deserving punishment for not punishing. You can get the lesson without being punished for it. Changing frame size. Parental and generational patterns. Period. What do you think your father experienced with his dad? Another outcome. Maybe it is not that it is supposed to be with parents, but that it is inevitable when you get beaten. Period. Is it possible to not be afraid as a child when you get beaten? Is it possible to not get beaten and not be afraid of your parents? Reality strategy. How do you know if you were afraid, and how do you experience the memories when you pull them up again? Model of the world. Are there cultures where beating your child is despicable because the innocence of a child is held sacred? Counterexample. Are there children who are not afraid of their parents? Is this due cause? To them behaving differently than your father did? Hierarchy of criteria. What was more important to him than making you afraid? Intent. Could you have gotten that without beating you? Apply to self. That must have scared him, and probably he is in pain of remorse if he heard that description of you explaining it to me. Period. Meta frame. What is another belief that can change the belief? Changing direction of focus, spatial difference, location, where, causation, changing the meaning, content reframing, changing the same situation or meaning to a different context, deframing, destroying the frame of reference. Telling him in advance how to feel about it. sell a few things and then pick up lunch. And it is so easy und leicht. So easy und leicht. Ah man, what a great morning. What a great achievement morning, really truly. This is where we're at. Oh, this is good. This is nice. Let's go. Making really good progress here on this journal as well. Cleaning up everything, putting everything into its place. It is very nice. Ihr hört der Schädel, hier los. Alright, stop recording, let's go.